The golden necklace. Once upon a time, in a village surrounded by green forest and sparkling rivers, there lived 3 sisters, Amina, Zara, and Hana. They were daughters of the village's kindest and most beloved seamstress, Mama Tesai. Their home was always filled with laughter, song, and the sweet smell of flowers from the garden that Mama Tesai cared for with all her heart. The 3 sisters loved each other dearly, but each had her own special trait that made her unique. Amina, the eldest, was strong and brave, always quick to protect her sisters. Zara, the second daughter, was wise and patient, often finding solutions to problems others could not. And Hana, the youngest, was clever and quick-witted, always coming up with inventive ideas and tricks to solve even the trickiest of challenges. Although they had their differences, their bond was unbreakable, and they helped each other in every task around their small, cozy home. They did everything together, from gathering firewood to sewing clothes, and they even played in the meadows, chasing butterflies and laughing under the sun. One morning, as the golden rays of dawn peeked over the horizon, Mama Tesai called her daughters into the living room. She had an important announcement to make. In her hands, she held a beautiful, sparkling golden necklace that shimmered in the sunlight. "My dear girls," Mama Tesai said, her voice both warm and serious, "this necklace has been passed down in our family for generations. It was given to my grandmother by her mother, and it holds much value. Now, it is time to decide who among you will carry this legacy forward. The one who proves they are most deserving of this golden necklace shall wear it, honoring our family's history." The 3 sisters exchanged glances. All of them wanted to wear the necklace. It was said to bring good fortune and happiness, and the thought of wearing it filled their hearts with excitement. But it was not something Mama Tesai would give away lightly. Whoever earned it would have to prove themselves worthy. "I will decide how you will earn the necklace," Mama Tesai said. "You will each take on a challenge, one that tests your strength, your wisdom, and your cleverness. Complete the challenge to the best of your ability, and the one who impresses me the most will be the one to wear the golden necklace." The sisters nodded eagerly, each determined to prove they were the most deserving. The test of strength. Amina, being the eldest, stepped forward first. "I am strong, Mama, and I know I can do this," she said confidently. Mama Tesai smiled gently but said, "The challenge of strength is not just about lifting heavy things. It's about endurance and perseverance." Amina was given the task of gathering firewood from the distant mountain. It was known as a difficult task, as the path was steep, rocky, and full of wild animals. But Amina was undaunted. "I will carry the heaviest load of firewood and bring it back before sunset," Amina declared. With that, she set off toward the mountain. The path grew steeper with each step, and the weight of the firewood grew heavier on her back. She could feel the muscles in her legs burning and her breath becoming shallow, but she refused to stop. Determined to show her strength, she pushed on. As she climbed higher, the wind grew colder and the clouds gathered in the sky. Suddenly, she heard the growl of a wild wolf in the distance. But Amina was not afraid. She continued her climb, pushing herself even harder. Finally, after hours of struggle, Amina reached the top of the mountain. Her legs were trembling, and her back ached, but she placed the firewood at the peak and looked out at the vast landscape below. The sun was setting, painting the sky with beautiful oranges and reds. She made her way back down the mountain, her legs wobbling from exhaustion. By the time she reached the bottom, night had fallen, and her whole body ached. But she was proud. She had completed the challenge. "You did well, my daughter," Mama Tesai said when Amina returned home. "But strength alone is not enough. There are other qualities we must consider." The test of wisdom. Next, it was Zara's turn. Zara was known for her wisdom. She had spent many years learning from the village elders, reading ancient scrolls, and listening to the stories of the old ones. "I will solve the riddle of the ancient tree," Zara said, stepping forward confidently. Mama Tesai smiled. "Very well, my wise daughter. The riddle lies within the oldest tree in the forest. It is said that only the wisest can decipher its meaning." Zara set off into the forest, her mind already racing with thoughts. The ancient tree stood deep in the woods, its gnarled roots twisting like serpents and its branches stretching high into the sky, blocking out much of the sunlight. It had stood there for centuries, and it was said to possess great knowledge. When Zara arrived at the tree, she bowed her head and whispered, "Oh, wise tree, I ask you to share with me the answer to your riddle. What is it that is always with us, but we can never see? It guides us in times of need, but we cannot touch it. It fills our hearts, yet it cannot be held." The wind stirred the branches, and a deep, ancient voice echoed from the tree. "The answer is love," the tree said. Zara closed her eyes in thought, a smile spreading across her face. Yes, love is the force that guides us, even when we cannot see it. It is what connects us all and makes us stronger together. Zara returned to her mother, and Mama Tesai nodded in approval. "Your wisdom is great, Zara, but remember, wisdom is only valuable when shared with others. There are still other qualities to consider. The test of cleverness." Finally, it was Hana's turn. Hana, being the youngest, had often been overlooked by the others, but she was known for her quick thinking and clever solutions. She had a knack for seeing things from a different perspective and solving problems that others found impossible. "I will build a bridge over the river," Hana declared, a mischievous twinkle in her eye. "A bridge that no one else could have built." Mama Tesai raised an eyebrow but said nothing. The river was wide, and the current was strong. No one had ever dared to build a bridge across it before. But Hana wasn't afraid of challenges. She was excited by them. She spent the entire day gathering materials, stones, vines, large branches, and even rope from the village. With her clever hands, she worked quickly, using her sharp mind to figure out how to build a sturdy bridge that could withstand the swift current. The villagers watched in awe as Hana worked. She used vines to secure the branches together, weaving them carefully into a sturdy platform. The river's current crashed against the stones, but the bridge held strong. By sunset, Hana had completed the task. Mama Tesai crossed the bridge and smiled. "Your cleverness is impressive, Hana. You have solved a problem that many would have given up on." The final decision. The three sisters stood before their mother, their hearts racing. Each of them had proven their worth in one way or another, but Mama Tesai was silent, deep in thought. "You have all done well," she said at last. "Amina, you have shown great strength. Zara, you have demonstrated wisdom beyond your years. And Hana, your cleverness has amazed me. But there is something you must all remember." The sisters leaned in, eager to hear what their mother would say. "The golden necklace is not about one person being better than another," Mama Tesai explained. "It is about the qualities we share and the love we give to each other. Strength, wisdom, and cleverness are all important, but they are not as important as the love we have as a family. You see, my daughters, together you are stronger than you could ever be alone." The sisters looked at each other, realizing the truth in their mother's words. They had been so focused on winning that they had forgotten the true value of the necklace. "You will all wear the necklace," Mama Tesai said, her eyes twinkling. "Each of you has something special to offer, and together, you make our family stronger. The golden necklace belongs to all of you, and I trust that you will share it with love." The three sisters embraced, their hearts full. They realized that the real treasure was not the golden necklace, but the love and unity they shared. From that day on, they wore the necklace together, taking turns wearing it and reminding each other of the bond that made them unstoppable. The moral lesson for the villagers. The villagers were inspired by the story of the three sisters and their golden necklace. They saw that the true treasure was not something you could wear, but the love you shared and the strength you found when you worked together. The three sisters continued to help each other, sharing their strengths, wisdom, and cleverness in everything they did. The village grew stronger as a result, and everyone came to realize that the greatest gift of all is the love we give to one another. Moral lesson. True strength lies in unity. It is not enough to be strong, wise, or clever alone, we must share our gifts with others. When we support each other, we become more than we ever could be alone. Family, love, and cooperation are the real treasures in life. If you love this tale, Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our enchanting stories. Subscribe to Emmanuel Stories TV for more incredible folktales and life lessons. Thank you.